Slovakia, Europe's hidden paradise, a journey through nature's best-kept secret. Have you ever dreamed of visiting a place where crystal-clear rivers flow through untouched forests, towering mountains touch the clouds, and medieval castles stand proudly above breathtaking valleys? A place where nature still feels wild, peaceful, and incredibly alive. Well, that's exactly where I found myself, Slovakia. When most people think about Europe, countries like France, Italy, or Switzerland usually come to mind. But after exploring Slovakia, I realized something surprising. This beautiful country might just be Europe's greatest hidden treasure. Today, I want to take you with me on an unforgettable journey through Slovakia's incredible beauty and nature. And trust me, by the end of this video, you might find yourself adding Slovakia to the very top of your travel bucket list. The moment I stepped into Slovakia, I noticed something different. The air felt fresher. The forests looked greener. The mountains seemed endless. Everything around me felt peaceful, almost like nature was welcoming me personally. Located in the heart of Central Europe, Slovakia is home to more than 5 million people, but nearly half of the country is covered by forests. That's something you rarely see in today's world. Every road I traveled revealed another breathtaking landscape. One minute I was driving beside rolling green hills. The next minute I was standing in front of massive mountain peaks covered with clouds. Then suddenly, I found myself looking at quiet lakes reflecting the blue sky like mirrors. It honestly felt like I was traveling through a living postcard. One of the most unforgettable places I visited was the High Tatras. These mountains are often called the smallest alpine mountain range in Europe, but don't let their size fool you. Their beauty is absolutely enormous. Standing at the foot of those towering peaks made me feel incredibly small. Snow-covered summits stretched high above while waterfalls rushed down rocky cliffs. Wildflowers painted the valleys with bright colors, and every hiking trail seemed to lead to another spectacular view. As I walked through the mountain paths, I couldn't stop looking around. Every few minutes, I had to pause just to admire the scenery. It wasn't just beautiful, it was peaceful in a way that's hard to describe. The silence wasn't empty. It was alive, with birds singing, wind whispering through the trees, and streams flowing gently over ancient rocks. Then I discovered Slovakia's magical forests. Some of these forests have stood for hundreds of years. Tall pine trees reached toward the sky while soft moss covered the ground beneath my feet. Sunlight filtered through the leaves, creating golden beams that danced across the forest floor. Walking there felt almost magical. It reminded me how disconnected many of us have become from nature. For the first time in a long while, I simply stopped thinking. I just listened. I breathed. I appreciated the moment. And honestly, that feeling was priceless. But Slovakia's beauty doesn't stop above the ground. Hidden beneath the mountains lies another incredible world. Slovakia is famous for its caves. The country has more than 7,000 caves, many filled with breathtaking stalactites and stalagmites formed over millions of years. Stepping inside one of these caves felt like entering another planet. The temperature instantly dropped. The air became cool and silent. Massive underground chambers stretched into darkness while crystal formations sparkled under soft lights. Nature had spent millions of years creating these masterpieces, patiently, one drop of water at a time. It made me realize just how powerful time really is. Another unforgettable experience was visiting Slovakia's rivers and lakes. The water was unbelievably clear. Standing beside a mountain lake, I could see straight to the bottom. Fish quietly swam beneath the surface while surrounding forests reflected perfectly in the calm water. There was no noise, no crowds, just pure peace. It was one of those rare moments where life slows down. And sometimes, that's exactly what we need. As I continued exploring, I began noticing Slovakia's incredible wildlife. Brown bears still roam these forests. Wolves quietly move through remote valleys. Lynx hide among dense trees. Golden eagles soar high above mountain cliffs. Knowing these magnificent animals still live freely here made every hike feel even more exciting. Of course, respecting nature is essential. This isn't a zoo. This is their home. And that's exactly what makes Slovakia so special. Nature still comes first here. One thing that surprised me the most was how clean everything felt. The rivers were spotless. The forests were protected. The hiking trails were well maintained. You could tell people genuinely care about preserving this incredible environment for future generations. It's a beautiful reminder that when humans respect nature, nature gives us something priceless in return. Even the small villages felt like scenes from a fairy tale. Wooden houses stood beneath mountain peaks. Colorful gardens bloomed outside family homes. Church bells echoed through peaceful valleys. Life moved slower here. People smiled more. Stress seemed to disappear. Watching the sunset over the Slovak countryside became one of my favorite memories. The sky slowly turned orange, pink, and purple while distant mountains became dark silhouettes against the horizon. Everything became quiet. In that moment, I understood something important. Sometimes the greatest luxury isn't money. It's peace. And Slovakia offers plenty of it. As my journey came to an end, I realized Slovakia had given me much more than beautiful photographs. It reminded me how extraordinary our planet truly is. In a world that's constantly moving faster, places like Slovakia encourage us to slow down. To breathe deeply. To appreciate simple moments. To reconnect with nature. And maybe, to reconnect with ourselves. If you're searching for crowded tourist attractions, Slovakia may surprise you. But if you're searching for breathtaking mountains, ancient forests, crystal clear lakes, hidden caves, incredible wildlife, and unforgettable peace, then Slovakia might just become one of your favorite destinations on Earth. Leaving Slovakia wasn't easy. As I looked back one final time at those magnificent mountains, I silently promised myself something. One day, I'll return. Because some places don't simply stay in your photo gallery. They stay in your heart forever. And Slovakia is definitely one of those places. Thank you for joining me on this unforgettable adventure. If you enjoyed exploring the breathtaking beauty of Slovakia with me, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who loves nature as much as we do. Until our next journey, keep exploring, keep dreaming, and never stop discovering the extraordinary beauty our world has to offer.